Well, my friends, here we go again. Today, what shoes are good for streetball? One subscriber, greetings to Greece, has asked me if I can say something about shoes which are good, which have grip, you know, and now I try my best, but I tell you, I'm not an expert in basketball shoes, but you have seen it in the thumbnail. Here we have a lot of shoes, you know. These are all of my shoes. And I will say something about it. We are here at this nice place, you know, at the cage, the only place which has a cage above, yeah. And here was back then a basketball ring, but now only the goals. And here we have our collection of shoes, and I also have shoes on. So I tell you now, wait, there's a little bit, wait. So I tell you my experience, what I can say, what I play, and what I can recommend. So the first thing is I don't have much basketball shoes. I have almost never played with basketball shoes. Why? Because it was always said when you don't play in a club, then you don't need all those club things, you know, like a real dress, a real basketball shoe. This is when you play in a club, then you get it. If you only played free time, you don't need it, you know, and that it is. That I still have today. So when I show up with basketball shoes, really, it's no joke. Sometimes I think, boy, when someone sees me, they would think, boy, he cannot play, he's not a basketballer, but he wears basketball shoes, you know. There was the same back then with skateboarding, when non-skaters wear skateboard shoes. Yeah, there also the people say, hey, why are you wearing skateboard shoes, you know. That is still in me, but I will tell something. Yeah. So here I have shoes on, and these are all shoes where I play basketball, yeah, or where I play street ball. I only play outdoor. So we have here real basketball shoes, yeah, 3 models, 1, 2, 3. We have only skateboard shoes, we have running shoes, we have a different kind of running shoes, we have another different kind of running shoes, and we have a complete other style of shoes what you will maybe not see anymore, yeah. But that is one thing. So we start into it. First, what I can tell you are running shoes, yeah. Running shoes are those, yeah. These are Saucony shoes, yeah, from the company. These are Nike Free shoes. This means these are powerful shoes. I will tell you something about this. And here we have also Saucony shoes, but these are Gore-Tex. And Gore-Tex means they are have much more stabilization, and they are when it is wet, you know, but they are harder. So here it comes. Why Saucony? Because this is maybe the only company what I can wear, you know. To me, always it was only Nike and Saucony. All other brands doesn't fit to my feet. Why? Because I have hurt it myself one time when I jumped here on, you know, barefoot at home by basketball, and then that was how it's called, bang. And since then, when I wear shoes which are not white, I have pain, you know, and that's why I only can wear brighter shoes. And to me, Saucony and Nike are the only ones which fit in. Really problems are Adidas shoes, you know, does not go. So that is the reason. Here we have the normal running shoes. We start with those normal running shoes. The advantage, they are really light, yeah. They are made for running, so they are, you see, they are really nice, yeah, light, you can run fast, really nice feeling. But I cannot recommend those shoes for basketball. Why? Because tack, when you are in, bam, this can happen very easily because you are high. You see that high? You never want this when you play basketball. I have 2 shoes of those, yeah, and I have one I had on when we played the DF1000, the old one, the ZK Pro version. There I played it because I only had one time the opportunity. I have a good feeling, then I have done it. Normally I would not play with such shoes. You see, they are higher at this end than here, is one thing. But really, the 2 most important things what you can have when you play basketball is not the grip, the performance, that comes all later. The first important thing is, does the shoe fit to you or not? When you are in Are you comfortable or not? If you are not, it is absolutely not the right shoe. Doesn't matter if it is a Nike, Jordan, whatever shoe, you know. Don't get it. You have to fit in perfect. It's much more important than most of the other things. Yeah, this is number one. And a number two thing, which is really important. Wait. So now we go on. I have lost my sentence. That normally don't happen. I always talk in once. I never make cuts between, you know. But here we go on. The second most important part is when you make this direction, when you stand and make a little bit this or this, when you have the feeling, boy, that can happen quick, absolutely a no-go. They have to be really, they have to be a stabilization, you know, when you are in, when you make this, that you think, boy, that cannot happen, that cannot happen. That is important, you know. And with those shoes, you don't have this. You feel it immediately because you are higher. So the running shoes, we can put away, yeah. You can only play with those when you say, I make a few shootings, but not the movement from left to right, only a little bit running, jumping straight and shooting, nothing else. Really, believe me, that really important. And I don't watch at the grip that most, because this is the most important part. So yeah, crazy running shoes and this and that, but you know, I'm a street baller. Maybe many may think, boy, what he's talking, these are running shoes, you're stupid, you know. Yeah, I come from the 90s, and there you don't have that much, you know. When you're not in that sport, involved in a club, you didn't have those stuff. And I want to mention all shoes. We come also to the basketball shoes. So next one, also a running shoe. This was the Nike Free. That was very popular back then. These were almost the first shoes where they said, boy, barefoot, like barefoot, you should buy them. And I tell you a beside story. What do you see here? The same. First of all, they are really light. With those, I would never ever play. For nothing in the world I would use them. You know, I come from skateboarding, and in skateboarding and basketball is a little bit similar. Also tennis, you know, I also come from tennis. Those shoes are a little bit similar. Yeah, always the important thing is that you don't make this with your feet, you know, that bam. And with those, but they never do it. They are also higher here than here, and that means you have no stabilization, you see. That is awful. There it is better you play barefoot, you know. But I don't recommend barefoot playing, but I only will tell you. The beside story is, 15 years ago, around that time, one of the first out there who mentioned this was a well-known trainer in the game. Back then he was a top 100 trainer in the world, what I think it was Steve Maxwell. Steve Maxwell was one of the first who cut this out with a knife, that this is straight. Yeah, we don't want to have the heels higher than this, you know. It shortens up your muscles, we don't need that, yeah. So this we can also forget. Then we have running shoes like those, Gore-Tex, you know, you see. And with those, I play. It's not my number one choice, but sometimes I enjoy it. Why are those better? Because most of the time the Gore-Tex, they are much harder, yeah. This is a light one, yeah, soft, and they are really harder. So you have much more stabilization, but also there you feel it, that you can make this, but it will not happen that easily. You know, when you have a good feeling, sometimes I use them, yeah, but it would be not my number one choice. But it is okay when you know what you're doing. So Gore-Tex, I say yes, but not perfect. So next shoes what we have, complete different kind of shoe. When you are from the 90s, you will know it. The soap shoes. This is an original soap shoe. Many may think, wow, yes, a soap shoe. Others will say, hey, what is this? I've never heard of this. Nowadays, there exists a new version of this, you know. It comes again after over 20 years. There is one YouTuber out there, Air Dolphin. Give in Air Dolphin, he promotes those shoes. He comes from roller skating and he makes that. Soap shoes means, watch this. This is the special thing. You have here a grind thing. Yeah, this is hard plastic, and here you can grind on the rails. Yeah, that was made for roller skating. When you don't have your roller skates, you can make it with your shoes, and it worked very well. And I've played with those basketball, but also there, these are not the best, believe me, because you are so high, yeah, and always when you are that high, the chance that you make this is big, and they are very, very hard. They are very hard because you have nothing, you know, this is like a stone, yeah. So for basketball, no, absolutely not. We can put away those. They are not good. So now we come to skateboard shoes. And skateboard shoes, absolutely. Absolutely, I play most of the time with skateboard shoes. These are DC shoes, but again, nowadays they produce skateboard shoes which are not that good, because the nowadays skateboard shoes are very soft, like running shoes, yeah. But I need the old ones from the 90s, when you come from there, like the Ease shoes, you know. The Jet Muska was very popular, that shoe, very, very thick, you know. There you have a lot of stabilization, because in skateboarding we also don't want to have this with the feet, you know. And so they are good, and they are completely straight, yeah, you see that? And that is very nice. We have the same height here than here. Of course, we are a little bit higher, but it is the same height, and you have a really hard feeling in it. And so they are very nice to play. The disadvantages are you may be not that fast like in real basketball shoes. So when you are a club player, you want to perform, have a game, then this will not be your #1 choice. But for outdoor, when it is raining, my experience was those shoes are better made when it is wet, yeah, and for those things than most of the other shoes. And watch how the grip is. Yeah, here it is used up at the heel, but the other thing is not that much, and I have worn these shoes a long time, you know, so they work very, very well. And of course they are made that they last. One downside is this, because when you watch now, you see that, so this leather presses in exactly to your toes, and that can be not that fine, you know. There you have to be careful. These are the only disadvantages. But skateboard shoes which are really big made, not those soft ones, you can use, and you know they have grip, because in skateboarding when you don't have grip no one would buy the shoes. So these are a good alternative thing, because you can get them cheap, you know. You buy a model which is a few years old, you can get it for 30, 40, 50 euro, and you have a shoe which performs but not the best. And in summer these shoes are very hot, you know, very, very hot. So in winter then they are great, yeah. So and now we come to the basketball shoes. Here we have And1 shoes, the brand from the late 90s, early 2000s, you know, the biggest brand out there which existed back then. But And1 was really high-end level, you know, from the company, from the name, everyone wanted this. But I tell you, the shoes, you know, they look good, they are fine when you're in, but this model is absolutely not good, you know. I tell you why. Because they fall apart. Watch this. What is this? Yeah, this goes away. Here it goes away, and I have not played them much, you know. I have played them less than all other shoes, you know, and those shoes look much better, yeah. But the thing is also, what I tell you, this is my experience, when you have this tool in, never buy those things, you know. I had this with Action shoes. That was a company, a skateboard company, and there it also happened, you know, because here this is not good, you know. So it will always go away. I would not buy such things, only to walk but not to play, because this is really dangerous and not good, you know. So you can put this away. Same here, yeah, you see. So really, really bad, and that happens only after a few times playing, yeah. You see there's nothing used up, but the sole goes out. Maybe on other And1 shoes it is better. Here it also breaks out, you see that? And that it is, you know. And yeah, so camera overheated. Now we have changed the court because people entered in. Now we are at a court which we have never seen, but it's only football, you know. Very, very small, you see, but also nice. So new place, and now we come to the real basketball shoes, you know, and one are also real basketball shoes, but those models, I think nowadays there are better options out there. I also read this from people who, when I mention and one, that they say there are better shoes out there. Here I have an example. I have two real good basketball shoes, and they are from Peak, you know. Very, very good. And these are two different kind of versions. They look a little bit similar, yeah, from the design, but they are a bit other. So what makes those shoes special is this, the underground, the sole, because this is very, very soft, you know. I can press this in, yeah. You have stabilization, so you see they are not the softest. I cannot make this. You are very good in, even if this is very small and thin, yeah. This is very thin, you have to like this, yeah. Some like it more soft, and this is thin, you see that? But it does not matter, it is nice. And the special thing is when you run, yeah. This is such a soft feeling, like you will go on a farm, you know. If you have never experienced this, this is really, really nice, but you have to like it. When it is cold, it is not that much, and when it gets warm, like the rubber material, you know, then it gets really soft, and the bounce is really, that is a really comfortable feeling. And you see they are not that used up. I have had this a long time. You see on the outside it is a bit used up, yeah, you see it maybe. And also on the heel side, on the outside, yeah, but still good, you know. The feeling factor is really great in there, but these are different. They have the same sole, yeah, it's also that where you can press in, the same material, but the thing is those models don't fit to my feet very good. Why? Because even if they look similar, here I cannot come in, they are too tight to me, you know. When I'm in it is better, but here, not this, you know, that you can put away first, you know. But it is too tight to my feet, you know. And I had a, how it is called, I don't know, when you are hurt a little bit, when you do too much, then it hurts, you know what I mean. And that I got because I think one reason was because this is too tight, yeah. But this is only to my feet. For other ones it fits perfect, and to other ones this doesn't fit, but to me this is perfect, you know. So this is only a thing what I have to mention. And with this thing, some love it, I don't like it. It was too, I was too pressed in, you know. But they are otherwise the same, and really, really good shoes. But you have to like it, you know, those form material, I call it, you know. It is like going on form. And for example, I walked with those shoes up to the hidden court, you know. The hidden court is on the other side, on the mountain upwards, you know. And there I walked on and I walked down with those shoes, yeah. And this is really, you go this on stones, and those shoes can do it. Why did I do it? Because they are fine. When I walked to my dentist where I had 5 things to do, I walked with exactly those shoes there because they were so fine to walk. And always when I train, you know, my stairs training, kettlebell training, my legs are done the next day, and when I go out, I don't take these shoes because they are so absorbing, you know. So really, really nice, and you have really stabilization. Only thing is, those things, you see, they are not that perfect, but I still have it 2 years and it still works, yeah. But you see, it goes a little bit away. But this is only on that model. Here it is other, you know, depends what you have. These are Peak shoes, you know, and performance like really, really great. But on the other side, I love it most in skateboard shoes, you know. Why? Because skateboard shoes, you are completely grounded. And maybe because I have always gone with skateboard shoes, you know, and have played all my life with skateboard shoes basketball. But you see, I think when it is wet, yeah, I like the skateboard shoes more than this. but I have made slides with those, you know, when we slide it at the St. Nicolo court, the Metropolis court, and they can really take a bunch, yeah. And you see there is nothing what's going out. Really, really good made. There is nothing damaged. Yeah, and these are the shoes what I have, you know. Other brands I don't have, I cannot mention, but for that we have all our subscribers. Here is a little bit noisy. So to all subscribers, when you know a good basketball shoe for street ball, for outdoor, where you have a lot of grip on the sole, that was the thing what the subscriber from Greece want to know. And maybe you can help him out there. I have done this now, and maybe others can do the rest and say a few models, but there I cannot say something. I'm not a specialist in shoes, you know. But that's only my experience and my story now. So from that place, we will see us at the other court again. Until the next time, bye and ciao.